Welcome to the Winning Drive. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Colorado Buffaloes in their first day of fall camp and the takeaways from it. Yesterday was their first day of practice, at least on the field, that is. And, we were able to see some footage from well-off media. Some of the few takeaways that I was able to take away from it is that this practice, just this one practice alone, and they weren't even in shoulder pads, was way more competitive than anything that I've seen last season, especially in the trenches. It was more competitive, it was more up pace, and it was more aggressive. The guys were showing their aggressiveness on both sides of the ball, and that's very exciting to see. A particular player that stuck out to me would have been Will Sheppard, the wide receiver coming out of Vanderbilt last season, who came to the Colorado Buffaloes via the transfer portal. And he stuck out due to the simple fact of, one, this guy really was able to high point a nice ball. It was a beautiful throw, and it was a great catch on his end. And it stuck out due to the simple fact of last year, Colorado had explosive wide receiver play from Jimmy Horn, Travis Hunter, and Xavier Weaver. You saw some flashes of greatness from Amaran Miller in that USC game. However, you never really seen them have a guy who could really just high point the ball. And what we've seen from Will Sheppard, it just looks so natural for him to be able to just go up and go get that ball, which, is going to open up so many different opportunities as him being, that outside receiver. Everyone is, focused on Travis Hunter, but this guy is humble. He catches the ball. He don't do a bunch of rah-rah. Gives the ball back to the referee and calls it a day. You know what I mean? This is he had consistent play over his years at Vanderbilt, racking up in the last 3 years. Last year, 684 receiving yards with an average yards per reception of 14.6 yards. That's a first down every time a guy touched the ball. The year before that, he had 60 receptions, 776 yards, and 9 touchdowns. In the year before that, 43 receptions, 577 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So this guy has been a consistent baller throughout college. So I expect the exact same from him as he makes his transition to Colorado. Someone else who stuck out to me and I believe is going to be a major impact was Amaran Miller. You see him in the frame. He actually beats one of the starting corners, DJ McKinney, a guy who comes over from the transfer portal, who was a former starter at Oklahoma State, a really good defensive back, and is probably going to be, one of the starters this season. Seeing Amaran Miller be successful against him on a comeback route is impressive due to the simple fact of this is a guy who, the Colorado Buffaloes are expecting to have some production this season, some good production this season, because we saw flashes of greatness last season. And he wasn't a huge contributor, but he didn't decide to get in the transfer portal. He stuck it out, and now, he wants to reap the fruits of his labor and get a lot more playing time and prove to be a lot more productive this season. And last but not least, there was no footage of him in this particular practice making any plays or anything like that, but I wanted to point it out due to the simple fact of this guy's going to be a huge contributor this season, and that's LeJontay Wester, also a very consistent player over his years at FAU. Last season being his most productive season with 108 receptions, 1100, over 1100 receiving yards, 10.8 yards average per reception, and 8 touchdowns. This guy is going to be an outstanding slot receiver for the Colorado Buffaloes. I mean, being as though you have to worry about Will Sheppard on the outside, you have to worry about Travis Hunter on the outside. Travis Hunter also, being in the slot. Jimmy Horner Jr. in the slot. Amaran Miller on the outside. It gives the defensive coordinators a lot to have to worry about, to game plan about, being as though you have these guys who are so explosive and can make a play at any particular moment. That's the thing that you didn't see about Colorado last season. However, they were very explosive at receiver last season, but Xavier Weaver, great player, but not necessarily the production of a LeJohntay Wester, or the production or the abilities of a Will Sheppard. You know what I mean? The facts are just the fact. Great receiver though. Xavier Weaver, great receiver. And then outside of that, I mean, it was just Jimmy Horn, really, and Travis Hunter, which was, playing both sides of the ball. But to be able to, for him to be able to get a rest, actually come out of the game and have other receivers be productive while he's actually resting, is going to be outstanding, because it felt like a lot of times last season where they were losing and you kind of just didn't want Trav to get out of the game, or those games where he was actually injured for a period of time. You need someone else to be able to be productive. So that was my take from the practice, and I'm looking forward to watching them grow and develop as a team with chemistry and things of that nature. I think Colorado Buffalo fans have a lot to be excited about for this upcoming season. I know I'm excited, and I'm ready for them to put it on full display. It's a lot of people talking, and I know they want to shut the naysayers up. And so, yeah, that's it. If you like this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you all for watching. Peace out until next time.